Hi, welcome back. This is my third time on today, but it's in reference to the Clairs. So there are one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I'm going into seven of the Clairs. I went into Clairvoyance, Clairsentience, and Clairaudience. Clairvoyance are visions, that you get. And the clairaudience is like you hear sounds, you hear it from spirits, you hear it, it could be from a deceased loved one, someone that passed away, and they could just be telling you something. It could be in a dream. You could just hear it. You hear it and you know that you need to listen to it. That's clairaudience. What was the other one? Clairvoyance and claircognizance. They're kind of similar. Claircognizance is like a clear knowing, like you know something. You have no way of knowing how you know this. Why do you know this? A lot of high priestess have this ability of claircognizance. So let's see. Claircognizance is the gift of clear knowingness, the ability to foreshadow a situation without having prior knowledge. Like there's no way you could possibly know what is going on with such and such person or in such and such country, but it's like you have a connection to someone, so and then you pick it up and you can see it. This gift in action. Intuitive information may become available to these individuals through direct contact with divine ancestors, spirit guides, or other entities. This is all spiritual talk. The clairaudiences are spiritual talk. Claircognizance is a clear knowing. It's like you just know something. You talk about it like you know, like you was there, like you know what's going on, like you know what's up. Whatever. Clairvoyance. Clairvoyance is visions. You can put it together with claircognizance. But clairvoyance are visions. When you get these visions could pop up like in your mind. Like you could see it. You could see what's going on. It'll be like a movie screen. Like you just see it. And you're like, I had this vision or I had this dream. And I saw this, and you can explain it. You can see it like a dream. I'm in a car and I'm by this person. You can explain the whole conversation that went on and everything. That's clairvoyance. Clairaudience is you're hearing sounds. So it's like you can put them all together. These are all gifts. These are all gifts. So clairaudience, you hear sounds from another realm, person. It could be in a dream. It could be in the visions. You can hear what's being said, or it can be advice being given. And you just pay attention to it. It's usually your own intuition, your own gut feeling, and you go with it and you follow it. It's a gift. There's nothing wrong with it. You just have to pay attention to what's going on. What do you hear? What do you see? What do you know? But we don't want to listen to our gut feelings. We want to follow the crowd and want to be like everybody else. Like, it's okay to be different. Like, it is perfectly fine. You don't have to be like everybody else. You can have gifts like these, and not everyone is going to have them, and it's okay. You don't have to be like your neighbor. You don't have to be like the boys from the block. Like, it's okay to be different. There's one. It was Clairalience. Clairalience. It's the ability to smell odors that are not there. So it could be like you smell your aunt's perfume, someone that passed away perfume, their cologne, or food, or a special dish. Like it smells like something that you know. That's clairalience. The ability to smell odors that are not currently present in the physical realm. That's like the perfume, food, it could be anything. A physical tool for noticing spirits and entities that may be occupying a space. So it could be a perfume of a favorite aunt, the cologne of someone that you know that passed on. That's how you know that they're there. Or a food, you know? Clairgustance. Now this is another one, another Clair. Clairgustance is to taste, like you taste something, like a familiar taste, a taste you recognize. It's usually food. food. With Clairgustance is the ability to taste without having indulged anything. Like, you don't have to eat anything. You don't have to eat anything, but you could taste it. Like, you could feel it. Like, I remember this taste. Like, I remember eating this when I was little, when I was in school. And that's the Clairgustance. Like, gustance. Like gusto. I dropped my water. Gusto. Tasting chocolate when providing a past life psychic reading is a sign of Clairgustance. Experiencing the sensation of having smoked a cigar when communicating with an ancestor who indulged in smoking, another example of Clairgustance. So it could be cigar, you could just taste the tobacco, liquor. I have aunts that like to drink. They just love to drink. So those are ways you can. It's a gift. Clairgustance. Not everyone can taste things that are not there. You be drinking water and it'll taste like something else. Or you'll just remind you of something else. It's a gift. Not everyone has it. But you have to pay attention. That's how you know what's going on. What are you feeling? What are you tasting? What are you smelling? And here's one Clair that was pretty interesting. This one is called Clairtangency. Clairtangency is you can touch something. You can touch an item, and you'll get a message from this item. Like, it could take you somewhere, or you'll get a vision of something about it. Like, it'll remind you of something. But I'm gonna read what the meaning is. Clairtangency, or psychometry, provides physical sensation through a clear feeling. So it's something that you feel. Those gifted with clairtangencies are able to touch an item and receive information intuitively. So it's like, it's not that you're gonna see anything. Like, you're not gonna see it, but you could touch an item. Like, you could just touch it and you can get a message from the item, and you'll receive a message, and it's like, oh my God, like, and you keep it to yourself, or you could talk about it. People look at you crazy, like, this bitch is crazy. But information can be gleaned by handling another person's items, such as clothing, a ring, a necklace, anything, heirlooms or vintage jewelry, touching the walls of a house or a business, as well as driving somebody else's car, can provide details. Like, you can pick up messages. That one is called Clairtangency. That one was pretty interesting to me. Clairtangency. By touching an item, you can receive a message, or you can see who it belonged to, and it's interesting. Like, the Clairs are interesting. So we have Claircognizance. That's clear knowing. Like, you just know something. Like, you know this. Like, there's no way you could possibly know. But you know it. Like, you believe it. It's in your gut. Like, this is what I feel. Like, this is what it is. And you can't tell me different. Like, that's it. That's Claircognizance. Clairvoyance are visions. Visions that you get. You can actually get visions that play in your mind, and you can see it. You can see what the hell is going on. That's a vision. You dream it. That's a vision. You got a vision. Clairaudience is you hear sounds. Like, you can hear conversations. You can hear footsteps. You hear noises. Like, you hear things. You may think you're going crazy, or you can hear spirits talking to you, or it's like you just hear different. It's not what's going on in your everyday life. Like, you just hear you hear spirits, you hear stuff. That's clairaudience. Clairalience is to smell odors, smell things that are not there. It could be food, it could be popcorn, it could be something that you're smelling and it's not there, nobody's cooking. Smell a cologne from way back in the day, something that your grandma used to wear, and you smell it. It could be she's around you, and that's why you're smelling it. But you have to pay attention to these things. These are all gifts. We don't know that they're gifts. You just say, oh, you're crazy. Like, no, you're not crazy. Like, they're gifts. You just have to pay attention so you know what it is. That's Clairalience. That's the smell of odors, smelling things that are not there. Clairgustance. Gustance. I think of gusto. Like you're eating this with gusto, like enthusiasm. But that's to taste. That's the taste of something that's not present in the physical form, you know, like smoking a cigar, or drinking alcohol, or eating something, a food, a dish, Italian, and all you eat is rice and beans every day, but you taste Italian, and it's, you know, that's Clairgustance. It's a gift. Clairtangency, that one was the one that was like really interesting to me. It was to touch an item and receive a message. Clairtangency. So, and Clairsentience, that's sensing things. Clairsentience is like sensations, emotions, feelings. If you have feelings, you can feel others' feelings. That's more like an empath. All of this, I'm going to put it in the description box. And I'm also going to use the 2 articles that I received the information from, so you can check it out too. And thank you for clicking on my video. So you always hear, because I listen to a lot of tarot, and I always hear the readers talking about clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, clairgustance, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, what does that mean? So I was like, you know what, let me look this up. And now I know, or I've been known, or I have it, or I can relate to some, you know, not all, but I can relate. And I'm like, oh. So, you know, I just wanted to make this video because maybe someone else can can relate, or you can figure it out, or you want to know what the clairs are, you know. So that's my video. Leave with love, and thanks for clicking on the video. Bye.